started? You ready? I mean, we're kind of still setting up. I think we have one watcher on YouTube. Oh, you gotta turn it on. Alright. So, sorry for the delay. Welcome to Filabot Live on 19th of October. Just got back from lunch, so we're still kind of setting things up, waiting for our Filabot Facebook Live to come on board. Today we got a few things we're going over. As always, they're important things. Oh, that's one thing we had to do. Last time our mic was bad. We use the iPhone mic this time and try not to cover the screen. All right. Facebook, we're good? Cool. Oh, we got slow internet warning. Now we'll try it. Okay. So last week we tested a new polymer. What was it? TC100 from SK Chemicals. This material is supposed to be chemically resistant. We did not have data on what chemicals it was resistant to, so we thought we'd give it a test. And we put it in the tetrahydro. I still can't pronounce it. I've been practicing. And tetrahydrochloride. Can you speak up a little so I can hear that? We put that in there, and you can see it got just melted, destroyed, fell apart, and the acetone one held together. So it resists acetone. That's good. Does not resist the, what was it, what? Tetrahydrochloride. A little camera shy back there. Just doing a live video. Getting with the times. You guys are more than welcome to step in if you like. So TC100, we'll get more data on what chemicals it's resistant to, but as you can see, not the tetrahydrochloride, but the acetone. So that is cool. Behind me, Josh is setting up the extruder, running some 3D850. I'm kind of in your way, aren't I? Running some 3D8, oh, it's 3D870.
Yeah, this is 70.
So the 3D870 is our new material. This material is the new PLA from NatureWorks, which is super impact resistant. We haven't done any like real testing on it. I think last video we did a plier test. Maybe it was the first video. First. In one of our live videos, we had that going on. The testing of 3D870. So right now we're making some black 3D870. Okay, Siri is gone. In the bag we have the 3D870 with about 2% of black colorant, and that's what we have in the hopper of the extruder right up here. As you can see, we're extruding at 175 degrees C. I don't know if we can see that in the camera. It's going through our air path system. We have it at like 70% power, cooling it down, and then Josh is sizing it in over on the spooler device. Let's zoom in on that. So what we're going to do, well, one, we're making filament for 3D printing, and then the next thing we're going to do is show you how a Filabot gets cleaned out. So if you're wanting to extrude, well, a colorant material and then want to go to a clear material, we're going to show you how that gets changed over. We'll probably make a few, like half a spool, and then
Probably less than that, but we'll be here for a while.
okay. I mean, we could sit and just watch it. So we're making filament. No, we don't want to do that. The audience is saying no. we have any questions from our YouTube viewers or Facebook? Not yet. Okay, well, if you do have any questions, please comment and send them our way. We're happy to help, and suggestions on what angles you'd like to see as we're going through this live video. Dialing it in more. Okay, I'll go over the next topic, which is melt filters. So when you're 3D printing, ooh, I can come down here. Let's go like this. Can you see that shot, Chantel? Okay. So when you're 3D printing, the nozzle size really matters. The smaller the nozzle size, the easier it is that contaminants are going to clog it up and, you know, produce a failed print. Or one of those prints where it's like really spongy and not all the material's there. We have a nozzle system, which is basically a nozzle. Let's see if I can. This is the nozzle. We have a thing called a backer plate that goes inside the nozzle. And then we put a very coarse screen mesh into it. And then we put a very fine screen. I believe the screen size is a 60 mesh, which will, this is the 60. What's the big one? Is that a 40? 40.
The bigger one's a 20.
Okay, so the bigger one was a 20 mesh. That kind of supports the smaller mesh that we put on top. And then we have a retaining ring that goes inside there. Oh, how convenient.
Look at that.
Look at that. So we take the retaining ring. And we put it on in there. Let's see if I can. There we go. So now, it's probably going to be a little hard to see on camera, but the retaining ring's in there and the filters, just in one of our standard nozzles. This is a custom nozzle. You can't do this with just the nozzles that come with the extruder. This is our melt filter nozzle. But what this will do is, as the plastic's getting melted and going into the nozzle, it'll capture all the particulates or small contaminants, dust, really anything that could jam a nozzle up. This guy will capture it. We probably run a pound to two pounds before you want to change out these screens. These screens are very, very common. You can get them on our website, get them off McMaster, or any other industrial store. I don't think a hardware store would have them. But that is our melt filter system.
Does help with back pressure too.
Oh yes, so Josh said it helps with back pressure. Back pressure is, well, pretty self-explanatory. It's back pressure that the screw is pressurizing the plastic moving forward, and then the nozzle is basically slowing that down. That pressure helps with consistency and laminar flow. I guess it does make it a little bit.
It does help with color too.
It helps with colorant, so probably mixing, a little bit of mixing capabilities. So a lot of benefits with this thing. The main benefit is you're not going to get clogged nozzles when using it, which is really good. This is not recommended for really high contaminated material. Basically this screen here would just fill up and nothing would flow through. So it's just low contaminated materials. Okay. Now, I want to show the audience how to clean it out.
You're gonna have to stop it here.
Sweet.
Stop it. Actually, if you want to give me a hand here.
Yeah.
Dump it in there.
Do you want to shut all of that off?
Yeah. Look at
Do you want me to hold it or?
it. You want to just dump? No, you can leave that on. Whatever. Just gotta dump what's in the hopper out.
Apparent, I don't know what I'm doing. All right, so we are dumping the pellets. I'm gonna get all the pellets out.
You can run an empty. It does the same thing.
All I unplugged it for some reason. It felt right.
So, first step cleaning, you want to get as much plastic out of the extruder as you can. So just let it run dry.
So this is, I don't have a top shot, but there's nothing in the hopper. Maybe a few pellets.
Yeah, you want to make sure at least all the colorant pellets are out of it.
Never shove anything metal inside the hopper here. We've had or fingers or anything you don't want broken or turned into filament. Flesh filament does not work.
We have a question on Facebook.
Nice.
From Robert. He wants to know if there's any news on the reclaimer.
The reclaimer. Oh, the smaller one. So we do have a larger reclaimer. It's not in the shot right now. It's a larger device made for higher throughput, does 170 pounds an hour. Our smaller unit we don't have available right now, but that is something that we've been working on. I think we've been saying that for like a lot of years, but we are definitely looking at options for a smaller grinder device. So I do apologize for that. Okay, gotta get the camera back. Did that answer his question? I hope. Cool. All right, so we're still waiting. Ooh, that make the screen go like this. It's just a waiting game at this point. We'll turn it up a little, see if we can go a little faster. So we're just letting the leftover plastic kind of spool and sit on the unit. If you do have a grinder device, you can take this, grind it up, and make more filament with it. And we do have a melt filter in here right now.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a slow process.
That's enough. Then you want to take the nozzle out.
Nice form, Josh. Ooh, I always forget I can stand back here. Like, how's your shot? You don't want to get any closer? So Wit is running Facebook Live. She's too afraid to get in front of the YouTube camera. Bummer.
And you're going to want Purge.
So Purge is a special plastic. We send a pound of it in all of our extruders. It's not something that you make filament out of. We've had a few customers contact us. This is just for cleaning out the system. And you don't want to do it when you have a melt filter in, because it would just grab the melt filter and, well, it wouldn't work right. You want to clean it. Can you purge with, I guess you could do that without a melt filter, just a normal nozzle.
Yeah, with a regular nozzle you can.
So with a regular nozzle, you can use the Purge compound. If you have a melt filter nozzle, just take the nozzle off. You'll be able to see here that the nozzle's off, and we're gonna have a big clump of plastic come out. What the Purge compound is doing is it's grabbing all the colorant, all the plastic that's on the screw, that's on the barrel. It's a pretty abrasive stuff, and it'll grab it, kind of just make it all come out. So we can see the glob of, it's probably hot, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a little warm. Well. How much would you run through, Josh?
It all depends on what you're trying to purge out. With the black, you want more than you would any other color, really. But I usually start off about quarter full on the copper and wait for that to run through, see if it's still black or not.
What temperature do you run the Purge at?
Same temperature, whatever you're running.
Nice.
And we have the low temperature stuff and the higher temperature stuff.
All right, so if you're working with like a peak material and you need to purge that out, you'd want to get the higher temperature. You don't always need purge compounds. So really when we use purge, it's for colorants, it's for different additives. It's not every time. I guess we do use it every time. But you don't have to use it every time. If you're going from like a standard PLA to an ABS, you can just put the ABS in, wait for all the PLA to come out, and be extruding there. Purge also helps with the temperature range. So because PLA and ABS are so close in temperature range, makes it easy. But if you're going from an ABS to a peak, well, I guess that would be fine. But if you're going from a peak to an ABS, that would get a little complicated because the temperature range is so high. Still cleaning it out. Josh did warn me that this would take a while.
Let's take a minute.
It's getting there. Slowly but surely. What else can I talk about? The weather. It's like 70, almost 80 here in Vermont right now, and it's October 19th. Some weird weather. Oh, what tools have we used so far? Well, really, we just have an adjustable wrench for the nozzle. A socket wrench would work a little better. But Josh is so skilled at removing nozzles, he can do it with an adjustable wrench. Does have to be a left-handed adjustable wrench. Now, I'm really good at dad jokes, but I guess not. All right, so we are still purging it out. You can see it's dark and it's starting to get lighter. We're gonna add some more. We went through that whole hopper there. Oh, went through a quarter of a hopper? Okay.
That's the hard one to do.
What's the next color we're gonna run? We're just gonna run straight PLA. That'll be good proof. I hope it works. Any other questions? Anything the audience wants to see? Any angle shots? Yeah, that'd be good. All right, let's zoom in. Let's get in there.
Yep.
How long does this normally take?
With black?
Half an hour?
Probably 20 minutes or so.
Oh, that's not bad. Okay, I can talk about some other stuff. All right, on our website we have some services. I don't think we've talked about this in the past. One of our services is an extrusion testing service. So if you have a material that you don't know if it'll work in a Filabot system, what you can do is purchase that service, send the material in to us, and we'll run it through our EX2 system. We also have a prototype system we're not talking about, besides me saying we have one that we're not talking about. that we will run it through and see if we can turn it into filament. From there, we can help you evaluate what system is best, whether it's the Filabot Original, EX2, or this other system that we are not talking about. So that's the plastic testing service. Also from that, Josh is making such a mess.
Yeah, thank you.
There's pellets everywhere now. Apart from the testing service, we also will test the material and then extrude it into spools for you. So if you just want to test out 5-10 pounds of material, you can send it in and we can do that. Oh, that's helpful, noise-wise. So that's one of the services we offer. Another one is a recycling service. So our whole system may not fit in your lab, your room. It's kind of a big system, this system, and then our grinder unit. But if you do want to recycle, you can send in your failed 3D prints to us. You pay us by weight. It's $5.80. $5.80 per pound to recycle. Send it in. We're recycling it, turning it into pellets, and then extruding it into filament and donating it to Brook Drum's Adopt-A-Bot program and also the Enable community. They 3D print the prosthetics. So that's exciting. And then the last service is kind of like the testing service, which is the extrusion service. That's where you have a material, you know it extrudes, you send it in to us, we'll extrude it into spools for you. So those are the services we have. All right, back to extruding.
So, pretty much got it cleaned out. You want to run the hopper dry again, get everything you can out of the barrel. Pull it out, and if you really need it clean, you put a new nozzle in, but we're just going to try to run the black out of it.
That's so warm.
Yep.
Ow. Nice. I'm gonna put this one back in.
Put the black back
Do it all over again. Nice. One little pellet. Okay, so we've added new pellets to the hopper. And we're just gonna make sure it comes out the nozzle.
Yeah, and it might take the nozzle a little while to warm back up again, especially with the milk filter in there.
Should we let it sit? Maybe.
A little bit. At least get the plastic to it. So the flat plastic is helping the nozzle warm up. Reusing the same nozzle, there is going to be some black coming out for a little while at the beginning.
Up.
Black you're seeing is just from the nozzle, the leftover stuff in the nozzle.
Oh, that was a bad slide on that. But I think we're still waiting for it to get cleaned, and I don't know Josh's process.
Yeah, we're just waiting for it to go clear enough.
Is that still Purge? Yeah. Oh no.
I mean, there's a little bit of Purge in there, but it's mostly the 3D-A70 just pushing that leftover black into the nozzle.
Nice.
Right. Normally you would.
And just leave that one for making black filament.
Right. It's the easiest way to do it so you're not really wasting money.
Oh no. I still haven't figured out how to work the camera. I think we should have someone else run the camera next time, like mine. That'd be helpful. No one listens to Kevin, I guess. Sorry, Kevin. So we're still extruding. It's getting there. Starting to get clear.
Extruding is a long process.
But if you want good filament, every time you switch, you gotta clean.
You can definitely see.
Yeah. The extruder systems do come with a 1.75 and a 2.85 standard nozzle. These are not the melt filter nozzles. Just a quick side note.
What are you gonna do with that plastic? You gonna recycle it?
Yeah, we're gonna recycle that plastic
Where's it gonna go?
in the grinder,
Yeah.
which is off screen.
Gonna throw it in your PLA pot.
A very big PLA pile. Looks good. I want to show the camera. No, it's okay. I'll, wow, that stuff's tough. All right, so Josh is going to put the filament. I don't know why I said it like that.
Well,
You ready to run it?
another thing, if you're using the same nozzle, you'll probably have a little bit of leftover colorant on the end there. Which, if you just take a screwdriver or a knife and just kind of swipe it across the front of it, you'll get rid of that. And then you're good to run filming again.
I'm gonna slow this down a little.
Bring those hands up.
Oh, there we go. Cool. So now we are running filament in our EX2 system across our air path and into our spooler device. From there, you go to your 3D printer and make 3D prints. Boom. Do we want to watch a full spool fill up?
No.
A whole spool? Okay. Any questions? Any questions from the audience? Any questions from the audience? Facebook or YouTube?
It's still not full speed either.
It's getting there. Bam. So that concludes going from black colorant, which is the hardest colorant to switch from, to clear, beautiful pellets. So, thank you very much for tuning in. If you have any questions, please send us an email. We have a question? Say what? It's HDPE. That's a great idea, though.
We need that. Yeah, that's what a fancy cup.
Yeah, we've had this cup. I mean, this cup. Let's talk about this cup.
It's a Folgers can.
Yeah, where'd we get it, though? Okay, well, we got it from a grocery store. But this cup, I think, was at the old warehouse. So this cup has scooped so many pellets. I don't know why we've settled on this, but we've had we've had scoops, we've had buckets, we like upcycling. But I think it's Folgers, or was it Folgers? This Folgers HDPE cup, amazing. If you get this, this is the Cadillac of scooping pellets. And if you save the cover, you have a cover for it. But yeah, this cup has been everywhere. We'll also get more to recycle. We can't do this one just because it's our cup. So that's the cup. If you have any other questions outside of this video, please give us a call, send us an email, tweet us. What else do we have? Can you do anything on Instagram? No? You comment? Okay. Well, awesome. Oh. Right. Yeah, so we did this video because we had a professor who wanted to know how to clean it out, and Whitney was saying if you have any suggestions, please send them our way, and we'll do a demo of it on live video. One last thing I want to note, until November 19th or 15th, we're doing free shipping on all of our systems. That includes international shipments on all these products, and discounted shipping on the grinder unit. So super exciting. All right, until next time, thank you.